What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining me once again. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. I got a lot of car content regarding the MQB platform, and basically this channel kind of, revolves around my build on my 2017 Audi A3. What we're doing today, we are going to be adding a part that I kind of unveiled from my last vlog. If you guys have missed that, check that out. I'm going to link that right there. So what I'm installing today, guys, is a blow-off valve from Forge Motorsports. So I currently have a TurboSmart plumb back valve. I know right now there's a 50-50 dual port, which is, part of it gets diverted and another part gets blown off to the atmosphere. I have the plumb back version, 100% plumb back version. And how this valve works is basically when you lift off the throttle plate closes and all the boost pressure is released back into the intake tract. So for me, it's been working fine thus far. I think it's great for a stage 2 setup, even OEM as well. On the website, it is listed for about 400 horsepower. For you guys that have been following my channel for quite some time, you guys probably know that I'm probably quite a bit over 400 horsepower right now myself. So with that in mind, I'm looking to upgrade the valve and ensure there are no boost leaks. I haven't been experiencing any right now, but just wanted to be safe than sorry and upgrade the valve. And in this case, we're going with the Forge Motorsports blow-off valve. I believe this is rated for 600 horsepower. It is a completely 100% blow-off valve to the atmosphere. If you guys know about blow-off valves, you know about the amazing sounds they make. Those are pretty nice, right? Yeah. Some would say they're childish, but man, personally, I love them. So looking forward to put this part on the car, and I'm going to show you guys everything that comes in the box, and we will start installing it right now. All right, so in a TurboSmart box, but I have the valve here. If you guys have missed my my previous vlog, I did mention I bought this used. It's been really lightly used, less than 5 months or so. But this is basically everything that comes in the kit. So you get your valve itself, your vacuum lines, get another, looks like a secondary valve here to control the pressure. To open the valve, you got a vacuum tee here, harness that you plug in, fittings in there for attaching this to the turbo itself. For you guys that want to see everything, it comes in stock form. I'm going to link a photo right now of what it looks like so you can get an idea of what it comes with. And also be linking a diagram later on how this is supposed to be installed, just for you guys to get a visual representation. Let's start taking this apart. So first things first, we're going to have to take off our intake. We're going to have to remove our turbo inlet elbow just to give ourselves a little bit more access, and we'll replace the valves. So guys, before we start throwing this on the car, there's two little things I want to share with you guys I'm pretty excited about. We have got a few packages here. All right, guys, so we have received a package from Todd and the team over at Aeroforce Technology. So I'm looking forward to unboxing this. So I'm going to open this up, unpack it. All right, guys, here it is. It is finally here. This is the part that we've been waiting for to finish our build for the year. This is the ethanol sensor kit from Aeroforce Technology. It is made to work basically like a plug-and-play system for their Aeroforce interceptor gauge, which I have on my car. If you guys need to see that install video, I'm going to link it somewhere up here. Take a look at that. I still need to make a video on the full features of the gauge, which I will be doing very shortly. One thing that kit does not come with, unfortunately, is the fittings to get it installed. So as you guys know, I do have the Precision Raceworks multiple port injection, and these are the fittings that I contacted them about, and they sent this over to me. It is basically quick connect fittings to install the ethanol sensor analyzer. Just to quickly show you, I'm going to have to basically cut the line here and, put the ethanol analyzer in between here and get the wiring into the cabin.
Meanwhile.
All right, so once we've removed the intake and I released the bolt there securing the turbo inlet elbow to the turbo, you're able to turn the elbow a little bit to get a little bit more leverage. I popped off this hose here, and now what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the 3 Allen bolts that are securing the diverter valve, taking those out, and then we're simply unplugging this. And then once we unplug this, the valve will come right out, and then we can swap in our new valve. Guys, just make sure when you take out these Allen bolts, you're very careful not to drop them in the engine bay. The really tricky one is the one right on the bottom. Make sure when you're loosening it up, make sure you can put a hand down there or put something there to avoid it from falling, because trust me, it's happened to me before, and it's not fun to try to jack up the car again just to get this bolt out. Okay, so the TurboSmart compact EM series diverter valve, the plumb back valve is off. It's actually a great piece. The best thing about this is that it is really just plug and play. You just fit this on, replace the OEM one, and you just plug this in, and that's it. You're good to go. The blow-off valves are a little bit different. They have all these vacuum lines. You gotta set them up, connect it to a vacuum source. So, guys, for ease of use and installation, the TurboSmart Compact EM Series is a great option for plug and play, especially if you're stage 2 or even OEM. Okay, so with the diverter valve off now, we just insert the new blow-off valve here, and we're probably going to use this here to disconnect and attach the secondary valve support on here just to dangle it off. And we're going to, of course, have to connect a vacuum source to this. So like I said, I'm going to link the picture of the installation diagram on how the line should go. And if you're going to do it by recommended way, you would actually get the vacuum source from this right here, this vacuum hose here. What they would do is they'd usually cut this, and they'd get a T-fitting and use the T-fitting to basically gain access to a vacuum source here. So the T-fitting will obviously attach here, and this hose will still be connected, but then you get a tap which you can use for your blow-off valve. In my case, guys, as you haven't seen, or if you are aware, due to my build, I do have a boost tap. So this specific boost tap is from Precision Raceworks. It has 3 additional ports for vacuum sources. I'm currently using it right now for my stage 4 fuel pump kit with the fuel regulator, and the second one is being used for my 5-bar AM map sensor. So I'm going to be using this third one right here for the vacuum source for my blow-off valve. So it's a little bit easier for me. I don't need to cut that up and add a T-fitting, but just for you guys that are basically OEM and don't have a boost tap, you're going to have to cut that and use a T-fitting in order to connect the vacuum source to the blow-off valve. First step that we're going to do, we're going to take the Forge blow-off valve, and we are going to actually secure it in here first and attach the Allen bolts in here, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay guys, so we do have our Forge blow-off valve already secured in there with the three Allen bolts. Next step is we're going to actually unbolt this right here. It is a T30. We're going to unbolt this in order for us to secure our other valve here with the bracket. So we'll hang it off here, and as you can see, guys, obviously my vacuum lines are already connected. Just refer back to the diagram I linked earlier just to follow the way the vacuum lines are connecting to this valve here. This gray part right here is where you're going to get your vacuum source from. So in my specific case, we're going to go to the front to the boost tap. If you don't have a boost tap, you're going to actually have to cut this here, put that T-fitting, and connect that over here. So we're going to go do that, and we'll be right back. So guys, what I ended up doing, I did take off that bolt that I mentioned here, but what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to take that bolt and let's see if I can get a better view here. Okay, so if you lift this up here, there's actually a hole right there. So I'm going to use the bolt I took out of here and use it to secure the bracket in that spot right there. Also keep in mind, guys, before you secure this in, you may want to actually get the other pigtail of the harness on here that was included with the kit, so it's a little bit easier to fit in because it is a tight spot in there. So I'll probably plug in the harness on here first, secure the bracket on that hole over there and then attach the new vacuum line here. So the pigtail that we mentioned, we're going to just plug in right here. I did connect the vacuum source to the secondary valve, and I routed it to go all the way right here. Now this valve is attached to the bracket and the bolt, which I showed earlier. And just to finish this off, I did zip tie all the vacuum lines. The wiring harness is connected to the OEM one there. All vacuum lines are zip tied, bracket is secured, and blow-off valve is secured. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're gonna put this back together and then get some sound clips. Alright guys, so we're just testing this out on the highway. We're gonna get a few sound clips of in the cabin. That sounds nice. I like it. Of course, that was just at like very, very low boost. Nice. Hopefully, okay, that's what the sound is in the cabin. When I get on the actual street, I'll see if I can open the windows and give you some sound clips. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Quick installation on how to install a blow-off valve. Hope that helped you out, guys, and hope you enjoyed the sound clips. Take a look at my next video, guys. I'm going to finally be installing the ethanol sensor kit, and let's finally see what this car can do. I'm super excited, so we'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.